Hi, welcome back to the Winning Moves. Many of you have started learning to play chess. Now we have really started playing with the chess pieces. You've learned to arrange the board. You know how the pieces are moving. You know what is the concept of check. What are the three ways of getting out of check. You understood whether it's a check or a checkmate, and you started playing a few moves. Now in this episode, we're going to look at few techniques, few checkmating techniques. When you managed to cut the opponent piece, all his pieces, and he's all alone, how you finish him off. So you're going to see a few checkmating techniques. You're going to learn to checkmate an enemy king with the help of a single queen. You're going to learn how to checkmate your enemy king with the help of two rooks. You're also going to see how to checkmate your enemy king if you have just 3 pawns and even 2 pawns. Shall we see? When you start the game of chess, you realize that the king has got 15 people to help him. 16 pieces are there and there are 15 people to help him. Similarly, black king and king has also got 15 pieces to defend him. So what we do, we go and try and capture each of his enemy piece. Why? If there's only one guy fighting against 5 guys, generally he will be defeated. So we try to capture one by one all the pieces. And say that you managed to finish off all your enemy pieces and the lone king is standing. And in the meanwhile, you also lost most of your pieces. It's a war. When you go and cut, some of your people will also be cut. So we have a position where you have a king and 2 rooks. And enemy king is all alone. Can we see how you finish him in case you get a position like that? In a position like this, in case black king is there and white's turn to play, he will easily finish the black king by moving this rook here. Watch this. The king does not have any piece to cut the check. He cannot cover himself, neither can he go. He can't go here, he can come, this rook is attacking this file, can't go here or here. The king is checkmated. That was very simple. But in case you have both the rooks here like this, the king is here, what will you do? Initially you've seen the king is in the last rank. That's the 8th rank. You should ensure the king never comes to the 7th rank. How do you do that? Take one of your rooks, stop him from entering the 7th rank. Take control 1 rank at a time. Here it's very easy. Go to 1 rank before 7th rank and finish him. When he moves the king here or there, what will you do? Simply move the other rook. See that rooks are alternated and it's a checkmate. So that was also easy because the king was already in the last rank. But if he's here in the 4th rank, how do we do that? Some people will simply keep giving check. When he comes here, again a check. Comes here and a check. You should have a process. You should have a technique, a clear strategy of winning. How do we do that? First of all, we come and see he's in the 4th rank. We come and alternate our rooks. Ensure that 1 rank is captured. You come 1 rank before the king. If he's in the 4th rank, capture the 3rd rank with the help of 1 rook. In case he goes here, you come up with the next rook, watch carefully like a ladder, come here and give a check. Now you have taken control of the 4th rank. If he goes back, you check again. Alternate the rooks. He goes back, alternate the rooks, check. comes here, then give a check again. He goes back. Now you finish him. This is one rank at a time without any opposition from any problem from the opponent. Now watch this particular position again and let's try it again. If the rooks are here like this, what we do? First we make sure that both the rooks are in different files. Now the king comes here. We catch the third rank. Now he comes here, go to the fourth rank. He comes back here, catch the fifth rank. Now if he comes here and attacks the rook, if you simply follow and give a check again, he will cut the rook. So you should watch every time when you play the game of chess, watch. You will have a plan, but slow down and see what your opponent will do. He is attacking the rook, so you should ensure the rook is not cut. You go all the way down to the corner. He comes here. Fifth rank is under control. You cannot play here. He will eat it. So come to the other side. He comes here. Now give a check. He goes back. Now give a check. He comes here. I am following a single pattern for you to understand. There may be easier methods, but this rook cannot come here. So what you do? You take the rook to the other side. Now we move off. It's very simple to finish now. Take control of the 8th rank and he is finished. So what we see here, take one rank at a time using both your rooks and you will easily win the game. Now, checkmating with a double rook was pretty easy. Now let's move on. You have a single queen alone. All the pawns are lost. And you simply have a king and the queen. And the opponent has got a king. Can you win that game? Yes. Watch this position. Now here, the queen, he goes up and it's a checkmate. Now watch here, the king cannot come here. Two kings cannot come each other. It cannot come here. It cannot come here. So, it's a clear checkmate. Now, this is a checkmate. This is also a checkmate. And this is also a checkmate. Isn't it? Because two kings cannot come each other. This is called the concept of support. The concept of support is very, very important in chess. We know, imagine the king is here and the queen is here. He cannot go here and give a check because he'll simply cut it. So we all need each other. The queen definitely requires the help of king to win. To achieve something, we definitely need to do as a teamwork. The queen all by itself cannot give a mate. The maximum it can do is come here and give a stalemate. A stalemate is the game is drawn. He cannot give a check and cover all the squares. So as we see, the chess is so much correlated, so much related to life. A powerful queen cannot finish a king off. So we all need the help of each other. Watch this particular position. The king is already in the last rank. How do we finish? We take the queen to the 7th rank. So here we are ensuring the king is not coming out of the 7th rank. He is bottled up in the last rank. Okay, king moves here. What we do? We move this king up. Watch. Where the king is, we go towards that rook. King goes here. Now move the king up. Come towards the other king. He moves here. Move the king up. Comes here. Nearer. He comes here, go all the way more towards the king. Now, either he goes this side, you finish with the checkmate. If he goes the other side, again you finish with the checkmate. So what is the procedure? If the king is in the last rank, simply go to the 7th rank, ensure the king is in the last rank, take the help of your king, come to the 6th rank in front of the king, use your queen, and then finish with a checkmate. Okay, that was very easy. Life is not always easy. Your king is not in the last rank. Now, he is in the 4th rank. How do we do? If you keep giving a check, he will come to the 3rd rank. Again, if you give a check, he will go to the 4th rank. You give him a check again, he will go to the 5th rank. He will be dancing inside the board. How do we take the king to the last rank? The strategy. You see, very clearly this king has to be taken to the last rank. And then bring your king. Now watch this position. You find the black king is stalemated. Having come so close, the game has ended in a draw because the king cannot go here, 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 the king cannot go here. I remember I started playing chess when I was the age of 5. And once I was playing with one Arvindaran in Pollachi near Coimbatore. And those days, if you have a lone king and a queen, you need to know that you have 50 moves to checkmate. It's not 15 as many of you think. It's 50 moves to win. So when you have a lone king, when a little boy is to wait whether he will do the stalemate. Even now in tournaments, people are all just waiting whether the opponent will not finish off. But nowadays, if you know a simple technique of how to checkmate the single king and queen, you will never end up in a stalemate. How do we do that? Let's see. Watch here. I put the 3rd rank. Chess is so scientific. Many computers play chess. Now, when I was doing my master's in statistics, I did a program called Implementation of Computer in Certain Endgames of Chess. Now, this was taken to Germany because chess is related to artificial intelligence. Chess is related to pattern recognition. Watch this simple, absolute thinking procedure. Now, how do we do? We make the computer to think by giving certain values. We even make them to make some choices. But here it's very simple. The procedure is very, very simple. Rule 1, take the queen to 1 rank before. Evaluate which rank it is. Just go 1 rank before. Now, after that, rule number 2. Go to L shape. What do you mean by L shape? If there is a knight, this is a check. Knight will give a check in L shape. So the queen, rule number 2, take the queen to that square where it will be in L shape to the king. Rule 1, come to 1 rank before. Rule 2, go to L shape. Once you reach that, the king moves here. Move like the king. When you teach little boys, we tell them, dance like the king. Why? The king has gone here. See, from here to here, just move here. If he's gone from here to here, where do you go? Simply go in the same direction of the king. If he goes here, keep going up. Same direction. Here, keep going. Now in the process you see, the king is slowly taken to the last rank. He goes here, go here. Once you reach the last rank, whenever he reaches the last square on the board, edge of the board, never go near. Always avoid C7 and F7. Give him more space, let him enjoy. After all, he's only going to be there. Bring your king up. Simple. what did we see? We moved a king which was on the 4th rank to go to the last rank. How did we do that? One more time, let's quickly look at it. The king is here, the queen is here. I go. One rank before, the king comes here. Watch here, I can always go one rank before. Here I am getting the L shape also. After getting L shape, it's very, very simple. King goes here, I go here. He goes here, I go here. He goes here, I keep moving. Goes here, I keep moving. He goes here, I keep moving. He goes to the last rank. Then I reach the position of queen in the last rank, where I take the king up and then finish him off. So this is nice technique, while chess players should know how to win the opponent king with the help of double rook and also with the help of a single queen. Why? You'll be seeing later. With a single pawn, you can win a game. A pawn has a dream of becoming a queen. And when the pawn reaches the last rank, it will become a queen. So even if you have a single pawn, you can win, provided you know how to checkmate a lone king with the help of a queen. Dear viewers, what are we learning? There are two methods of learning chess. Especially the Russians. I walked into the Russian Cultural Center when I was just 5 years old, way back in 1972. And then I've played chess for the last 36 years. And by the grace of God, I've also played for India in a World Championship in Brazil. The Russians, when they teach the end games first. And then they teach you how to reach that position. Whereas the Americans have a more systematic way of playing chess. They teach you to play with pawn games, how the pawn goes. So I was in US in 1996 when the world champion Kasparov played with Anand. Our Indian chess prodigy Anand was playing Kasparov at that time in Manhattan, the Twin Towers. I was there trying to encourage him there. Me and Anand have been very close friends. We have learned chess together in the same place. We have traveled so many times. We played for Chennai team together. And so I was there and I saw them playing there. Later on, I stayed a few months in US teaching chess there and understanding how they teach chess over there. Now watch here. Now in this position, we are talking about 3 pawns. What are we trying to say? If there is only a single king, you should know clearly how to win. We're talking about a situation where you already reached a winning position. You should learn the right techniques to finish the king. Earlier we saw how to win with 2 rooks. We also saw how to win with a single queen. Say you don't have a queen, neither a king, so neither a rook. You have just 3 pawns. How do you finish? Very simple. Push the pawn happily. He comes here, push, let all the pawns go together. He cannot come here. He goes here, pushed 1 pawn. Very, very simple. Goes back. Only make sure that all the 3 pawns are going together. When you have all the 3 pawns together, it's very, very difficult for the king to stop. He comes here, you push this pawn. He comes here. Now be careful. If cannot push the pawn without capturing, without losing it, simply push the king up. Always know that when you play the pawn game, when there is no other pawn, he cannot capture the base pawn. If he captures the base pawn, 1 pawn will go and queen first. So if he goes back, push this pawn. And after he goes to the last rank, give a check. Take a queen. He comes here and you're finished. So 3 pawns is very, very easy. Simply ensure, but I have seen with 3 pawns also people lose. How do they lose? The king is here, they don't even watch, they simply push one pawn. When the opponent attacks, they don't even support, they push another pawn and give a check. Should be careful. Ensure that you don't lose your pawns. Hard fought pawns. Should just support it. If you don't know how to do, just support it. And after that, keep moving all the pawns together. That's very, very easy to win. Say you don't have 3 pawns, you just have 2 pawns. Can you win this position? Yes, sure, without much difficulty. How? Push the pawn up, keep these 2 pawns together. Always know, if you have connected pawns, the black king cannot come and cut the base pawn. Why? If he cuts the base pawn, he will go outside the square. We call this place as a square. Now if he goes beyond the square, this pawn will race and win the queen. You cannot chase it, it will become a queen. So he goes back. For 3 pawns, you really don't require the help of a king. But for 2 pawns, the king is very, very important. You need support. King comes up. You force him to go back. Push the king up. He goes back here. Push the pawn. Keep pushing the pawn. Just ensure that both of them are supported. Check. He comes here. Come here. We find that king is slowly getting bottled up. Check here. King goes here. Now watch carefully. If you quickly move the king up here, it is stalemated. Should always ensure when the lone king is there, if he does not have any other ways, you should make sure at least he's got one move to go. What do you do? Move the king up here. Comes by the side. Forget about these 2 pawns. When you have 2 pawns, you can always give 1 pawn in the end. Go there. He cuts the pawn. You make a queen. Now with your knowledge and the technique that you have learned, how to winning with a single queen, you can easily finish him off. Just to give you a brief, if he goes back here, you come 1 rank before, he goes here. Now what you do? You can't go to that rank, so come back. He goes here, bring your king up, goes back here, come to the 7th rank. That's it. Once you reach the 7th rank, you know how to finish him. You chase him, come and finish him. So with 3 pawns, you can easily win. With 2 pawns, also you can win. With a single pawn, also you can win. But we will teach you single pawn a little later. So dear viewers, you've been watching that when you manage to finish all your opponent's teammates, if we manage to finish him off, that if the lone king is there, and if you have a right knowledge of technique, your techniques are very, very important. You know, like how to win with a double rook, how to win with a single queen, how to win with the 3 pawns, and if you know how to win with 2 pawns, it's very, very easy to win the game of chess.